Let's waste some time.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live, right here on the Back 40 Firewood channel. How is everyone doing? Whew. So I see currently the vote is for the maple. We will get to the results. I know everyone since Tuesday watching that video has been sitting on the edge of their seats waiting to know which of the stacks sold first. And we will get to those results in a little bit. We're going to keep you in suspense a little bit longer. But anyway, let's kick things off. So, to everyone tuning in here this evening, I see there's a lot of familiar names, some faces. There's Slick Willie, just popped in. So everyone, thanks for tuning in on this Good Friday. And, yeah, cheers. There is Tim and Old Sauce, Old Guy Firewood. Oh, we got Mountaintop Outdoors. I think I saw you guys in here going by. Sushi Man Sam was the first comment, I think, on, or maybe not. I think once, Sushi Man Sam, he voted for maple. Now the mixed rack is in the lead. We're going to leave this play out a little bit longer. For those of you who don't know, if you didn't see Tuesday's video, I had the stand completely emptied out. And so we filled up one slot with all maple, one slot with all oak, and the middle slot with a mix of both. And I asked the question in the video, which of these bins do you think will sell first? And we have an answer. As of, when was that? Wednesday? I think. Chandler Firewood, how are you doing? Who else did I see roll by here? I think I saw Daniel Atkins. Around the Yard, good evening. Yeah, it's been a busy week, and we are finally looking like we are going to have some nice weather this weekend. Maybe 60 degrees tomorrow. Sunday, maybe close to 70. Mid to upper 60s. Timon, how are you doing? There is Douglas fir. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Jay is wondering, why does fresh cut oak sometimes smell like a pile of cow manure? I don't know. That is a good question. I have noticed sometimes different types of oak have different aromas that come out of them. The other option could also be that when you go in to smell the oak, you're actually getting a little whiff of your breath back at you. I don't know. That could be an option as well. Hey, Outdoors with Larry and Robin, how are you doing? Let's see who else we got in here. We have Mark. Mark has a question. If you're new in here tonight and you don't know what the cues are, if you throw a cue in front of your question, it helps me see it in the chat that's flying by. I got two chats, Facebook and YouTube, coming together all in one. So sometimes things move a little quick and I don't get to see them. But Mark was wondering, how bad was your chain after cutting the stumps? It was bad. Well, I mean, I don't know. You know, it's one of those things. What do you do? I mean, yes, I could have hired someone for $50 a stump. I could have went out and rented a stump grinder. Or I could just take an old chain and beat it up. I don't know. So I took the old chain, put it on, and well, I'm not sure how old that chain was. I think it was somewhat old. If it wasn't old before, it's definitely an old chain now. Yeah, I am thinking that is going to take a little bit of work to get the edge back on that one. I'm going to do my best. If I can't get it back, I'll just either take it in to get it ground or just buy a new one. Mountaintop Outdoors, yes, happy Easter, everyone. John, I do sharpen my own chains with my 2-in-1, and I have been trying to get a little bit better at hand filing with just a file. And so I will try to get that chain that I used on the stumps back to working condition. But if I don't, like I said, I'll just keep it for any other stumps I may ever need, or I will just take it in and get it ground sharpened up. Let's see here. I may have missed some. Again, there is a lot rolling by. Hey, John at frickin' Jeep. Good evening, and he's got a question here. Hi, I made it. Have you missed a Friday since the first one? I have not. We are at, what are we at? I don't even, I think this is, hang on, this is 178. 178 consecutive Friday nights. So yeah, we're getting close to that. This is a good idea too. Robert, tag that chain and put a stump chain only. Yeah, if I can't get it back going, then if I can't get the edge back on good, I have a place that I hang old chains. Kevin, I will actually probably be I'll probably be taking it off tomorrow and swapping the chains out. So I'll put that on a video. We'll see. It isn't too bad though. I was actually, the thing that I didn't mention in the video is that there is a good layer of chips down, and so like the dirt was a little dirt but a lot of chips. So it wasn't like straight dirt. And I hit I think the dirt the worst on the second stump, and it made it through. It was cutting fine through the next two, and then for the last one I just touched it up. Yarding around. Have you ever tried using an electric sharpener for the saw chains? Yes, I do have one of those little Dremel grinders, hand sharpener things. I don't have like a bench grinder, but I do have one of those little Dremel things. Obi, how you doing? Little Boss Man is actually currently, right now, downstairs coloring Easter eggs. So he may be coming up here with one of his eggs if he finishes up coloring them and decorating them. Yeah, they are still going at it. Hey, and we've got a coin in the cup. There's Arnie Carlson. How you doing, Mr. Temporarily Now Unsubscribed? All right, we have Marlon L. We are going to bring out the ladies for that coin. Marlon, my friend, I am thirsty. Anyone else? I am as well. Thank you very much. Cheers. I just noticed I don't have the music on for that, which is probably good. All right, let's see. The maple is still in the lead. We'll probably wait till maybe the bottom of the hour. Not the TV show, Frank. Chips, wood chips. And I've already got Rick lined up to bring me a couple loads here in a couple weeks. Hey, what was that? Mystery Gardener. Mystery Gardener is a new grandpa this week. Mystery Gardener, my friend, congratulations. That is awesome. I must have missed your comment earlier, but congrats. Cheers. Bud, why not use the tractor? Oh, I don't think I would have been able to get those stumps out. Those were some pretty big oak stumps, and they are a little stubborn. JDS, just wondering if you're watching YouTube, have you ever seen your shorts? Yes, I do. I do see my I have seen scrolling through the shorts feed. Actually, today I came across 2 of them from a long time ago. Like, it's crazy how I don't know. It's I want one of my shorts, like one of the most popular ones. It took like 60 some days before it actually started getting a lot of views. But yeah, I have run across a few of mine. Yes. See, this is Sushi Sam is right on this. I can't get that tractor to go up a snow-covered hill. It is not going to pull out any stumps. Definitely not going to. And I think it was last year I had that one white pine that I worked on getting the stump out, and I ended up cutting the main roots off with a saw and going into the dirt, so it was just a big mess. So yeah, they'll be fine. Like I said, I level everything off with some chips. It's gonna be fine. The other thing I could do is I could take those stumps, and if I get the Versatube carport, I can line it up and put the frame on top of the stumps and then drill my anchors into the stumps. And then it will be anchored by a tree stump. Oh. That wouldn't be coming out of the ground. Put one of those big anchors into that stump. It'd be set. I'm way behind on the chat. Hey, there is the man we all got to meet last week, WD-30. Go and take a long look Log cabin firewood is FATF, buddy. What? I'm not sure I know. Take a look. Log cabin firewood. It's... All right, I will do that. WD-30. I'll try to figure that out here in a second. It was good seeing you on last week. Cheers, my friend. I actually got a message from Larry. I forget his last name, but he was so he enjoyed last week's live stream because he got to put a couple names to faces, and he said that he would he thought that WD-30 would have looked more like John at Frickin' Jeep, and Frickin' Jeep would have looked more like WD-30. So he said it was great to see those two guys because he, in his mind, he had them reversed. He thought Frickin' Jeep was a young cat and WD-30 was an old man. All right. Let's see. All right. I gotta... I'm way behind here. Calvin, over on Facebook, we love you from the Irish Hills of Michigan. Oh, sweet. Well, thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. Tim Thompson, how are you doing? Around the yard. Old guy firewood. That's true. Firewood at the furnace. Oh yeah. Fat. Okay. Now I'm putting this all together. All this. Let's see here. Firewood at the furnace. I don't know if anybody, if Nate is in here or not, but he was looking a little rough. He had a battle with some poison ivy earlier this week. Commercial conveyor or farm conveyor? I would say whatever you can get your hands on. Sometimes it's the case because a lot of them are, it's hard to find farm conveyors and commercial conveyors. It's sometimes those are pretty spendy. All right. Yeah. I'm. Well, okay, John. I meant old man, as in you're older than WD-30. That's what I meant. You're older than Will, so I'm not saying you're an. I mean, I'm an old man, so. Let's see. Larry, there you are. How you doing? I think it was you that sent me that message about WD-30 and John Frickin' Jeep. Not knowing which, not being able to pick one out of the lineup. Oh, hang on. I got incoming message. I think Shibe is with Sushi Man Sam. What in the heck? I don't know if Shibe is watching or not, but yeah, I know they were yours. I'm saying, what are they? Obviously, with your logo on them, they are yours. But that's pretty, that's an interesting little look at what's going on there. All right. Frank, you have to click on the little marker, and then it will bring up whose name is with that marker on the map. The Woodhound map of the world. Oh boy. Ed. Cheers. Virgin Islands. How you doing? All right. We got Sushi Man. Sam. So when is the VersaTube raising party? Shibe and I need another 16-hour road trip. Thank you very much, Sam. Cheers. I don't know about that. What are you going to be driving out here? Shibe has got his truck out of commission. I don't know if for those of you, I guess he mentioned this in his video this past week. Having some trouble with the truck. We won't bring up anything about what make the truck is. We won't bring up the fact that what really happened. Maybe one of these weeks we'll get him on here. He can clear things up. Because I just, not in, Shibe's truck. It won't be, by the end of the month, though. Well, that's good, because I know if you didn't see the one video, there are a few things that I still am waiting to get information on to know what size structure I might need. Oh, farm conveyor around the yard. How big was it? Shibe, the heavy Chevy. The heavy Chevy. Yeah, well, like I said, I think I just heard some stuff around the woodyard. Or not the woodyard. I heard through the grapevine. I heard through the grapevine. Oh, hey, just wait. We got What's the Buzz? He was buzzing around last week here. What's the Buzz says, next time you do the live interviews, I want to redo. I'll make sure I'm not working in the middle of a bee yard. Yeah. Well, that sounds good. Thank you very much. What's the Buzz? I was going to mention tonight how, you always want to get on the podcast, but we're going to have to work on that connection if you ever want to be on the podcast, because, yeah, we were having some connection issues. But, again, cheers. There's Doug. How you doing? All right, well, Frank, add yourself again. Put your city, put your state. Don't put your zip code. I have on there, like, city, state, not your zip code. And I always still get people that just put their zip code. But go out there to the Woodhound map of the world, add yourself. I'm sure you're on there. Yeah, well, see, this is, I don't know. I heard something different. But you blaming Sam is probably the best explanation, the best reasoning we can get. So it's all Sam's fault. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Re-enter Because like I said, I'm pretty sure I added everyone. But maybe not. Or maybe you were... But like I said, you do have to click on... You got to click on the little paw print. And then it should bring up the info. Your name next to it. All right, let me just double check here. Dave, Massachusetts, how you doing? All right. I think I just got your submission, Frank. So Mr. Mojo and Andy is here. Uh-oh. Now we're getting a few more. This is good. If you haven't been out there, let me just I think I've got this. I got this right here. What the heck am I? Go to back40firewood.com. Look for that little icon down right over here. The Woodhound map of the world. And fill out the form, and maybe you will get added to the map. Oh my goodness, here comes the coins from Mr. Scheib. He's dropping them. Thank you very much. Cheers. Oh, Scheib is dropping another coin. And there is Tony. Good evening. Let's see. Hey! Laura Popple and Greg, how are you doing? Back tonight. Date night. Oh, boy. Oh, and it's your anniversary this Sunday. So, everyone. Oh, and we've got coins coming down, so hang on. First, happy anniversary to Greg and Laura Popple, celebrating this Sunday the best years of their lives. Cheers. And we had, oh my, we got old guy Firewood. Once again, Scheib. We'll bring the ladies out. Bring the ladies out. Bring the ladies out. And I don't know what happened to... Is this the music? There's the music. Where was this music before? Oh my. And we got now the Logan's Homestead throwing a coin in the cup. If you're new here, when a coin falls in this cup, and you grab your cup and raise it up, so cheers. Thank you very much, everyone. And again, happy anniversary, Greg and Laura. Good seeing you on here for your date night. Let's see. John Edwards, how are you doing? And there's another. Is that another coin? That is another coin coming down. Old guy Firewood. Cheers. Now, while you guys are all over there adding yourselves to the Woodhound map of the world, don't forget you can check out the Woodhounds podcast at thewoodhounds.com or any of your favorite podcasting platforms. We actually had one of our biggest weeks this past week. We topped our last biggest week a few weeks ago. Mountaintop Outdoors likes the likes the music. We are working on this. We're working on, once we get outside, which might be in a week or two, we are working on getting a swing set up. So stay tuned. I'm not sure how that's going to go and work out or not, but we are working on something. Peyton's Firewood. Have you ever rocked the mosquito head nets? I have not. But I have, I don't know, the one thing, I don't know if this is what it is, but it seems like in the summer, if I'm running the splitter, I'm not bothered by any bugs. Like, I don't know if it's the sound vibrations in the air that keep them away, but I just don't ever seem to be bothered by mosquitoes or anything in the evening and during the day at all. Whenever I'm running the splitter outside in the summer, it just doesn't seem to, I don't know what it is, but. John Edwards, how many manufacturers are there for box store splitters? Oh, whew. What is there? County Line, like Yard Works. I don't even know. I mean, you can, every big box store I think has their own, and I think they're just like repurposed. Like, I think one place makes them all. Bill Irwin, good evening. How is it going? Beavertown Outdoors is here. No, it would not be me and Amanda in a swing. I don't think I could find strong enough cable for that. Trav Billy is here. It could be the way I smell. That is very possible. All right. So where are we at? We have a change. The winning right now, the poll, I'm going to close. Well, the poll has now shifted to the mixed slot, the mixed bin. Steven, the ticks aren't too bad. But I think that's because there's so many deer. Like, there's so many deer that the deer clear all the walk through and all the ticks go on the deer. All right. Ed is here for the first time tonight. Everyone say hello to Ed. He's over on Facebook though, so I don't know how many people are in the chat over there, but over here on YouTube, we have a nice little chat rolling along. So if you're on Facebook, say hello to Ed in the chat. Otherwise, if you on the YouTube side, he won't get to see that. But welcome, glad you're tuning in for the first time. I am at the bottom of the hour, and then we are going to reveal which bin sold first. All right. Are we ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to find out? All right, so here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here. So real quick, if you picked the mixed bin, the one in the middle, put that, or just put a 2 or a thumbs up in the chat right now. Let's see who it was that picked this. We had, what do we have? Let me look at this. We had 137 votes. 36% said that it was the mix. So everyone who guessed the mixed bin, put it in the chat right now. Just give a thumbs up or put the number 2 because it was the second. From the side of the driveway, it was the second bin. Around, let's see. Timon said, Bill Irwin said mix. Jimbo 505, he picked mix. Who else picked the mix? Follow the Grain, Firewood picked the mix. Picked the mix. JD Ryder did. York Firewood, good evening. He picked mixed. All right, so for all of you who picked the mixed bin, you are, whoa, where am I at here? You are wrong. The bin that sold was the oak. And so the one thing I was going to say this, but then I thought I would probably change your votes. But the other night we did get down into the 20s. It was pretty cool here. And I think that's what sparked someone to come over and grab some wood. And that person who, if you're heating, I think you know the difference between the maple and the oak. So the oak was the first bin to sell. Yeah, it got cold. It got cold here the other night. So not quite ready for that backyard fire pit to get fired up. Not quite yet. But I think next week I think the forecast is we might have 78 on Wednesday. So if we hit 78, I think there's going to be some backyard fires getting lit up. But yeah, and like I said, it takes, if you know your firewood, a lot of people would look at the oak and say, oh, that stuff is old and gray and it doesn't look very clean. And I'm going to, this other stuff looks much better. But there you go. Shot left family Firewood. When do you plan to shut down the boiler? Oh, not until probably usually around the end of May. I think last year it was the first week of June. So yeah, not for a while yet. Another 2 months of burning. Two more months. Yeah, and the thing with the maple, the reason somebody thought that maple was freshly split just because of the way it looked. But the thing with the maple is that that's the stuff that was in the shelter all for a year, whatever it has been. So never got rained on, didn't have snow on it, was covered. And so that's why it looks so great. Let's see here. No. I don't think I will be heating the pool. Not this year. Yeah, somebody who heats with wood knows the difference. And yeah, that's why. And that's why with the cooler temps, and I'm pretty sure I knew. I've got like a rotation of the same customers that always during the winter they're always coming back, and then once it warms up, then I have like a whole bunch of other people that usually always come to get like one of the neighbors right up the road here. They have like fires every week. They're coming down and getting wood. So once you start burning outside, then the customer base switches. If you know your wood, yep, you would take, let's see, get your bone. Yeah, oh, a lot of trees coming down. Seems like a lot of wood for $20. Actually, it's not. It looks, I think, more than it is. It's only, I'm going to have to do another video maybe of showing how much it takes to fill the stand. But I kind of roughly calculated out that the bins are around 4.5 cubic feet. So it's around the same as 4 bundles, maybe a little bit more than 4 bundles. So if bundles are $5 a piece, it's about the same. It's about the same as, like I said, a little over 4 bundles. No, oak is terrible firewood for fire pits, for burning outside, and that's what even like camping, and that's why I'm always like, it's always funny to see at all the gas stations around here all summer long the bundles are all oak, and so I don't know. I do not like burning oak with in the fire pit. It doesn't give off very good flames. It burns too long. When you're selling firewood for recreational use, you don't want to have one bundle last the whole night. Marlon, what did you replace the oak with? Well, I didn't replace it with anything yet, because I wasn't sure. Like I said, now that it's warming up, it's going to be warming up. I think I might replace it with maybe a mix or maple. The aroma of wood, yes. Once the fires start going, the campers and the recreational burners, they all come out. My favorite wood for fire pits is the maple. I just think it gives off the best flame. It dries quick when you split it small, so it's usually you can get a good supply. And yeah, that's my favorite is maple. Silver maple. Or seasoned pine is good too, because then you get a little crackling, you get some flame. Pine is good. Did we have a winner? Yes, the winner was everyone who guessed oak. You are all winners, but you don't get a prize. You get to say you were the winner. Black birch is the best fire pit wood. I tell you, these Pennsylvania guys and their black birch, man, oh man. I have yet, well, wait, we did burn a little I think in Ohio last year. But I need to see, like, when we were burning it at Joe's, I think we had a mix of a whole bunch of stuff. So I didn't get to see how the black birch was performing as a firewood on its own. Speaking of Ohio, don't forget, if you are in the area, Northeast Ohio, 29th, Ohio Woodburner, Joe is having a big open house at his new wood yard. And he will be having some more details coming out, I believe, soon. Andy had a question. Did you ever get any locust to try? Yes, well, I split some last year, but I've not burned any yet. I'm still, it's still in a couple totes. I probably won't get to burning it till maybe, but see, when you burn stuff in the boiler, you really don't know. Maybe I'll take a piece out and test it in the fire pit. WD-30 has had a long day, and he is off to bed. Thank you very much, Will. Good seeing you. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter. Cheers. Where? I'm not really sure. I'm not really near any. Well, I'm not really near any campgrounds. I think it's just in this area up here on the north side of town. I don't know. It's just, I'm along a lake. So I do live close to a lake, Lake Altoona. And so that could be it. I'm not sure. A lot of people, lake houses. Oh my, all right. I'm way behind on the chat here. Oh my goodness. And I'm looking down at the chat, and all of a sudden all the coins are flying out. What the heck? Where? And Shibe, it's Mr. Shibe. I may have to send you a box of oven-dried black birch. Yes, Shibe actually was doing a little kiln-dried black birch. Thanks for the bomb, Shibe. Cheers. And then we had Get Your Bone. Is this a drink per donation? Yes. If you want, you can take a double swig. You can, whatever you want to do, just raise up your cup every time a coin goes in the cup. But thank you very much. Get Your Bone. Cheers. Oh, well then I ain't going to put any of that in my fire pit. Yeah, I'll save that for the boiler. Hey, and there's Brad. He's got really bad internet, and I'm not sure if your face has come down from its reaction to the poison ivy, but woo! Hopefully you're feeling better. I am really behind on the chat. I'm looking for the cues. Would you separate out smooth bark hickory out of a stack of mostly ash wood? If you have someone wanting hickory and only hickory. If you have like a, smoker or somebody that's wants to do some barbecuing with it, and also what is the percentage of hickory in the stack. So that's it just depends. I mean, for me, if I hardly ever, in fact, I don't think I've ever had hickory in my wood yard. We have it down on the farm. But yeah, if I ever got, for whatever reason, like one tree of hickory, I would probably mix it right in with the oak and not even worry about it. But it just depends, because I don't have anyone that wants it. But if you've got somebody who wants it, then it would be worth separating out, I think. Get your Bill Irwin. Laura Popple, locust, and cottonwood. Not great for fires. Pine and silver maple. Yes. Pine, like I said, that's one of the hidden campfire gems is pine. Seasoned pine. Let's see here. Nathan Deschner, I think that's how you say your name. Hello. Oh, John Edwards. I have like a face cord out of a 12 full cord on the ground to be split. Well, if it's kind of in one spot compared to everything else, then maybe. But if it's just, I was thinking like if a couple rounds got mixed in, or like a couple splits got sent up the conveyor with everything else, and you have a big pile on the ground, and then here's a stick of hickory, and here's, But if you're able to, I would maybe, yeah. Cherry is nice too. Yes, that's another one. I very rarely get any cherry or any hickory. But again, when you're getting everything from a tree service, those trees usually aren't the ones that need to be removed. So that's why I don't get very many of them. I actually have two cherry trees growing right next to the house by the shed. Whoa, I don't know what I was thinking with this little glass tonight. But man, I've had to refill this thing. Jason Lee, how you doing? And get your bone. We'll bring the ladies out for you. Get your bone and turn the music on. What's the date Morels will show up? Hard winter, lots of snow. Do Morels like diseased ash? No, it's elm. Dead elm trees. But thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, I believe if you look for dead elm trees, you have a better chance of finding morels. I do believe. Woodhound Senior. I'm gonna have to phone Woodhound Senior here. But yeah, I believe it's dead elm. For whatever reason, you can find morels around the dead elm trees. Mr. Mojo, for the wood coloring being as we can't afford eggs this Easter. Oh, the egg shortage. I think that's what you're referring to, maybe. But cheers, Mr. Mojo. Thank you very much. And I don't believe it was I don't believe it's Ash, because Woodhound Senior down on the farm, he used to go Morel mushroom hunting, and he would find quite a few. And we have very few ash trees on the farm. We have a lot of dead elm trees, but not very many ash trees. I don't think there's any ash. And he would clean up. He has his little honey holes for morels. Larry, Terrell, have a good weekend. Happy Easter. Stephen, good night. Again, happy Easter to you. There you go. They like dead elm, and they like to come out when the lilacs bloom. Ooh. If you can't get the prom queen, yeah, I don't know. I am not sure where. And they can be tough to see. They can be tough to find. But then what's crazy is I remember whenever we would go morel hunting, like you wouldn't see any, you'd be walking and walking, and all of a sudden you'd see one, and you'd stop, and you go down to pick it, and as you're picking that one mushroom, you look over, and there's two more, and then you look, and there's three, and then you look over here, and it's like, once you find that first one and you go down, it's like they just, all of a sudden you start finding them everywhere. It's kind of crazy. Jeff, yeah, there was a lot of big storms that rolled through the Midwest and out east. There's some crazy footage of those tornadoes. My goodness, just crazy stuff. David has a question here. Will you ever consider using a hydraulic cutting table in order to feed your log splitter in your wood yard, since you like to split and then cut? If you mean like the one that Rick has, where it kind of lifts up and dumps the rounds, I don't know. I'm gonna be trying out what Jeffrey Big Bear does out there on Mountaintop Firewood, with just the two logs, and then you cut them about 3/4 of the way through and roll it off, and then finish the cut on the ground. That's what I'm going to be setting something like that up, I think. I don't know yet. We shall see. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever have like a table like that with the hydraulic. I did think about kind of building something that I could use the forks of the pallet forks on the tractor to lift it up and dump the rounds off, but I don't know. Sometimes you get those big rounds rolling, gathering momentum, heading towards your splitter, and it's like anything can happen. Bad things happen. What's the buzz? Oh, yes. Yep. Vince sold out. Sold it. Yeah, I still keep up with it a little bit. I don't know. I think they just, they just saw an opportunity to take two big, iconic pay-per-view type forms of entertainment, sports entertainment, UFC being more sport than entertainment, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I think that I think they're going to be doing some interesting stuff with as far as alternative forms of, like, instead of pay-per-views, and like, I'm pretty much thinking they're going to have like their own network pretty soon. Hey, and Shibe threw down another bomb. Morels are often found near hickory trees as the two species share some symbiotic relationship. The hickory tree provides the morel with shelter and nutrients, while the morel helps to aerate and fertilize the soil. There you go. That's what like I said, I know that around here it's the dead elm, but I don't know if possibly Shy has been eating some mushrooms before making that statement or not. But anyway, thank you very much, Shibe. Cheers. That's getting pretty deep. And usually mushrooms are just on the surface. Oh. How many loads of wood chips? I'm probably gonna get as many as I can. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 5. I don't know. I want to fill in quite a bit of the other part of the wood yard where those trees weren't. So I got a lot of stuff out. There's yeah, I could, but right now it's too soft to drive back there. And so I just have to wait and see what kind of jobs Rick has lined up. Chat GPT. Who's using that? That is the big. Oh, is that an eyedrop freaking Jeep? This is just, your regular little, yes, the 3-dropper glass. All right, where are we at? We are in overtime. Holy crap. I thought about, Rick even told me I could use his old chipper, but I don't know. Chipping branches, burning them up. I think it was more fun to have a little bonfire. I am going to be filling in part of the ditch with chips and branches and... Oh, and look at Shibe is throwing out some links now. Where did the time go? Yeah, see, that's the one thing, and I don't know, maybe it was just, but that was one easy way when you're morel hunting, because you could always pick out the dead elm, the trees, they had no bark. So that's always the one easy way we would always go and look for the dead elm trees, go over there and but I don't know, maybe this hickory, what Shibe is spinning up here, maybe that's got a little more meaning behind it. Have a bonfire and chip into it. Well, now that the snow is gone, I'm not able to burn anymore without getting a permit. So I probably won't be having any more bonfires, but yeah. And that's the other reason why Slick Willie and I burned when we did. We had snow on the ground. We had a lot of brush in one little area. burn it up, cook some brats. Mystery Gardener, you are absolutely correct. Free wood burns the best. Mr. Mojo. I have no idea, but how many wood chips would a wood chipper use? A wood chipper use if a wood chipper could chip wood? Yes, and this was the other important thing to remember with Slick Willie being up here. We didn't want to listen. He didn't want to listen to the sound of a chipper. He wanted to listen to me and just the sounds of nature. And it would have scared the deer. Obi! Happy Easter, Obi. Have a good weekend. We have got to, I got to get the shot. The 3 fingers. See? 3 fingers. Right at the line. Outdoors in the 608. It was the oak. The oak. The oak sold. But it was cold, like I say. 608's just getting here. It was a little chilly the other night. All right. But yeah, I got a long day tomorrow too. I got to try to sharpen a chain. I might not even try to sharpen it. But I do have a couple. I didn't show this in the video. I actually have I got like 1 or 2 more stumps to cut out. So I don't know. I might buzz those off first and then swap the chain out. Mystery Gardener. If you're still up from the day, it's been a long day for sure. Congrats again on being a grandpa. Happy Easter. Have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by, staying up late. Off the trails. Off the trails outdoors. Good evening. Are you just getting here? Got a lot of people tuning in late. Maybe we'll have to keep going for a little bit. Let's see. Doug, did you see the gravel fork that fits on forks for your tractor? No. I did not, or I have not. I'm not sure what that is. Are you going to cut them using the top of the bar? It should pull in the chips so that you won't have to wedge them. I don't know. Maybe I'll give that a try. I'm just thinking, I don't know if that would, how that would actually work though, because wouldn't it just shoot the chips out when the chain comes around before it goes back down and around the sprocket? I don't know. I'd have to maybe try that. I'll see. It's easier though to like dog in and then just let the saw pull it around, because when you're going with the top, then I don't know, I think it cuts easier dogging in and letting the saw pull itself through the wood. But maybe I'll see. But some of those stumps that were bigger, like I would have needed to wedge those anyway, no matter what. Let's see. Anyone know what happened to Matt on Wednesday? I am not sure. Frick in Jeep. Have you ever thought about moving this show 1 hour later? Because it stays lighter later. Later? Oh, I don't know, but you guys out on the west or the east coast, this is like getting past your bedtime. So if I went later, you'd have to stay up even longer. I'll have to think about it. But in the summer, that's what's kind of nice, is still being outside when it's, if we're able to be outside on Friday nights, having the fire, getting done 9ish. So I'll have to see. Yeah, there you go. Old guy Firewood, you're on top of it. This is late for him, man. He's up way past his bedtime. He wants it earlier. But that might be something I might maybe start a little earlier in the summer. I don't know. Last year I used to start a half hour early only on Facebook because I couldn't go to both of them at the same time. But now that I can go to both at the same time, maybe I will in the summer. But 8 just works out good. The old guy stuff. Hey, my bedtime is, I'm up early and I'm out early. Like I'm up every day before around 5. My alarm goes off at 5. And I never hit the snooze. One of the keys to life. Never hit your snooze button. When your alarm goes off, you get up. Don't hit the snooze. There you go. There is your tip of the day. So with that might be a good note to end on. Where is it trout season? Yeah, we don't start the fishing opener isn't until was it the first weekend of May, which would be like May 8th or 9th this year. I think May, but what would it be? May 6th. No, 8th. 7th. I don't know. Anyway, I think that is going to, like I said, these this might be a good time to wrap things up. We got the Knob Creek. We spilt the coins out of the cup. So everyone, yeah, there's the lab issues. Dog wants to go out. That's what last night Manda was out at, I think 3 something. I don't know. Anyway, everyone, thanks for tuning in tonight. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Easter. Enjoy if it's nice where you're going to be at, which is supposed to be around here. 60, mid to upper 60s, sunny all weekend. Enjoy that and enjoy the time with your family. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here, moderators. Appreciate you keeping the little trouble we had. If we did, I don't even know if we had any. And as always, you super chatters, dropping the coins in the cup. Greatly appreciate that. So, with that, good night, y'all. Have a good weekend. Happy Easter. Stay safe. Have fun. Be cool. Woo! Cheers.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been a real bad boy. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down